Hi, I'm Denise Mazzola. On today's episode of Doggy Dilemmas, you're going to meet Rita. She is a wild female mix under a year old. She's transported to the Central Vermont Humane Society, located in Mount Pillier from New York, New Jersey. She's a rescue from Hurricane Sandy, and she is a boatload of fun, so stay tuned.
Denise Mazzola is a certified professional dog trainer with over 20 years experience training dogs and people. If you've got a doggy dilemma, Denise can help.
Hi, I'm Denise Mazzola. Welcome to another episode of Doggy Dilemmas. Today, we're at the Central Vermont Humane Society, which is located in Montpelier, Vermont. We're here today with Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
She is the, tell us your job role here.
I'm dog program coordinator and adoption counselor here at Central Vermont.
So as dog program coordinator, what do you do with the dogs?
I do everything from, doing the intake with the dogs and working on behavioral assessments, getting them ready for adoption, and working with potential adopters to get them into the right homes.
Great. Okay. And we're here to meet Rita.
Yes.
Which I've seen some video of and had a picture. She looks kind of cute. Yeah. So let's go in and meet her.
All right.
Great. Wait a second, don't go out yet. Go ahead.
All right. Here's Rita.
Oh, great. So tell me a little bit about her.
She was transported from New York to us. She was one of the dogs affected from the Hurricane Sandy.
Yep. Okay. So was she owned and came up, or?
We unfortunately, other than her coming from the shelter in New York, we don't know what her past was.
So they might have been trying to make room in their shelter and move the dogs out. So.
I think a lot of the dogs that came from Hurricane Sandy, the shelters were affected quite a bit in those areas, so we were trying to help them empty out the shelter until they could get back on their feet.
Okay.
So.
And what do we think her mix is? Do you have any idea?
It's speculated that she's a Beagle Shepherd mix.
She's kind of short.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, she's quite small.
Okay.
It's approximated that she came in, they approximated she was 2 years old. We're thinking she might be a little younger, between like 9 months and a year old.
Okay.
So.
Okay, good. And her biggest, what are the biggest issues that you guys are having that kind of make the adoptability a little sketchy?
Right. She gets very aroused. She's easily aroused.
Yeah.
And that arousal level can become something, it can be a little scary for someone who's not familiar with that situation. So she can be, and she can get stimulated to that level quite quickly.
Okay.
Also, her cage front presentation, can become a little scary to someone just walking around. So it's
she's jumping and looking at this dog and jumping and looking at that dog. Okay, so she's not kenneling well.
Right.
She has a high level of arousal, which then worries the staff.
Right.
Okay.
And so it's something, and she just, she requires a lot of work, like 24/7.
Okay.
Where it's something that we can't quite end this situation. Work with her 24/7.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Meet those needs. She's also, when you take her out, she's already really aroused, so she'll work her way, she'll bite onto the leash and work her way up the leash.
Okay.
She's really mouthy with the leash, thinks it's a toy, so she'll tug on it, she'll whip it around with her head.
She looks like she's bored, too.
Yeah.
This is just becoming a great game. Okay. So when you take her out, what's your normal procedure? She's wearing a martingale collar, correct?
Yes.
So she can't slide out of it? Okay,
yeah.
Good.
We did used to have a easy walk harness on her, but she chewed through 2 of those.
Yeah.
So it's been a little difficult recently to get her with a harness, especially since a lot of the times we start to put it on her and she grabs onto it like it's a toy.
Yep.
Sometimes, either it's required to have 2 people going out with her. We'll have a double leash where we'll have one leash for holding.
Yep.
Second one we'll have hooked to her and dragging on the ground, so in case she gets really stimulated, we can step on it and keep her from jumping up. We also have a muzzle that we have on hand when we
basket
need it.
muzzle? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
basket muzzle. It's
So
right
do you normally take her out with a basket muzzle on?
Sometimes, you know, it depends on like if we have, if we're able to have more than one person out there. Sometimes we won't use it. Sometimes, like, especially if the second person's not able to be there all the time, we'll have the basket muzzle on.
Okay.
Typically, we try to have 2 people with her at all times, just to, you know.
Okay.
Have
Do you have
an
the
extra
jacket
hand.
with you that she's torn up?
I don't have it with me on.
That's
hand.
all right.
Yeah.
We can visualize what that looks
Yeah.
like, a torn up jacket.
We
okay.
have, I believe, Anne has a picture of it.
Okay.
Somewhere. So.
Okay. So what behaviors, if anything, does she know?
She knows sit.
Okay. Hand signal, sit.
She pretty rarely offers it. Just you know, we do hand signal where we have, you know, the treat in the hand. We lift our hand up.
Okay.
Open palm up.
Good.
We'll say the command, and she responds quite well to the command. If she's really stimulated, though, it's hard for her to listen to commands like that.
Out. And how about with new people?
She, like, as you can see, page front, she's not typically that verbal and that low vocalization. She's typically higher pitched yip type sound when someone she knows comes around. So she has been a little deep. So
she's a little reactive to some new people.
She's a little reactive.
Okay.
I mean, when she met some new people last week, when they did the dog evaluation last week, she handled another person coming into the pen with her fine. Okay. But she didn't meet them until she was out in the pen already. Okay. The other thing is, you know, when we bring her outside, I just let her out into the pen by herself. A lot of times she still has that leash hooked onto her because she's mouthing it. Yep. And then I let her run off some steam prior to joining her in the pen.
Sit. Good girl. Sit. I can't do treats and all this other stuff. Sit. Good girl. Get back. Nope. Sit. So you might need to hold that door for me, Anna. Sit. Sit. Good girl. I know it's very hard with an audience. It's very hard. Sit. 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 Good girl. Sit. So I like the chains because they don't generally like to chew on them.
Yeah, and we were thinking, unfortunately, we don't have any
Good girl.
here at the shelter to use, but we were thinking about.
Wait. Wait. Sit. Sit. I know, I squished. Good girl. Good girl. Wait. Wait. Rita, sit. Good girl. Do you want to be... So I'm going to just take her out and walk. Sit. Good girl. Okay. This thing I have. Has she ever been on a gentle leader?
No.
Get back. Get back. Good girl. Sit. Rita. Sit. Sit. Hey. Sit. Hey. Rita. Ready? Are you ready? No, it's hard, isn't it? Sit. Sit. Hey. No, hot dogs are kind of okay, but not cutting the mustard. Like that. Sit. Sit. One, sit. Come on. Sit. Sit. Yes, good girl. Okay, let's go. Good girl. Can't go too fast with all that leash and stuff hanging between your legs. Let her run some of the steam off. Oop. That'll slow you down. All right, so then once she kind of gets a little energy out, the next thing I'm going to do is step out with her around the corner, and then we're going to set up the Siberian Husky stuffed dog I have down at the end, not directly facing her, just a little, sideways, like a sort of a normal dog might stand to greet, Oh, it squeaks. I didn't know that. Good girl. Sit. Wait. Okay? Okay. So this is impulse control. Mm-hmm. Good girl. And I'm going to release her. Release. Because this dog has no impulse control. All right, so she seems to. Want to do one more? Sit. Good girl. Wait. Good girl. Her eyes aren't totally dilated. Wait. Release. Okay. So when she gives it up next time, I'll step out with her and then we'll do the dog thing. So let's go get the dog. I'm going to give these to you to put back in my bag.
Sure.
Where's the rope? Did I drop it?
Right behind you. I can grab it though.
What now? Rita. No name recognition. Sit. Good girl. So I'm going to start luring the down. And I've got multiple treats in my hand. And I'm going to feed her here. I'm going to feed her here. I'm going to feed her here. There. 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 She's stretching out with her little up. Close. Swing you around. Come around this way. Sit. So we're going to feed her here. And we're going to feed her there. A little rough taking treats. And we'll stretch her out. Her choice is to lay down. Ooh, good girl. Good girl. Boy, you're stretching, but she's not going down yet. That's pretty classic. I have to figure out how to get... Hang on. She has nice food motivation, but it's pretty easy to see that she loses it equally as fast. And good girl. Her elbows. Come on. Yes, good girl. One more foot. One more foot. Ah! Just move it. Just move that foot. Ooh, you're... Oh, we may not... All right. Let's put you back in position. There you go. So when you're teaching it down, to start with, yes, good girl, you have to have a lot of food in your hand. You pull it away quickly. As soon as the dog stands up, it all stops for them. Their butt has to stay on the floor or the ground while you slowly lure them out. She moves her foot, but her butt comes up at the same time. She's doing great because the camera is a very big distraction. To get one now that we started it. And it's also not unusual for dogs not to get this right away. It takes, you may not get it your first session. So we'll end it after this one. Go on to the dog stuff. There's one. Her head is down. There's another. Her head is still down. Her butt's down. She's stretching. Ooh. As soon as she stands up, it stops. What do you think? And her eyes, if you can see them, are pretty normal looking right at the moment. But when she was in the kennel, they were all black. And that eye dilation is if you couldn't tell, is a sign of extreme arousal. I also find with dogs like this, you have to become very zen-like. You cannot, yay, good girl. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Good girl. Look at that. Not done. So it's good. We'll end her little down with that because we'll leave that as an impression. She's picking up the chicken in the grass. Okay. Freight train greeting is what I would call that. Her ears are not totally forward. So we'll let her sniff it completely. See if she can determine that it's not a real dog. Some can, some can't. Oh, she's gonna tee him. Teeing is not always a good thing for you to do. Somebody to tell you to knock it off. That's what you're going to need. I need a dog that can correct her. Does that look like humping or teeing? I can't.
She is aroused and isn't sure what to do.
She's not making the humping motion. She just keeps getting on his head.
Yeah. I would call it like an awkward teeth. They didn't know how to do that right.
All right. She's not really doing that pit bull grabby thing though either. You know what I mean? Oh, now she's gonna take it as a toy. Stop. That's enough. All right. So we're gonna start with. What'd that look like to you, Anna?
It was awkward.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah, it was inappropriate.
Freight trains at the dog.
Yeah.
She doesn't stop to sniff or check it out.
Right. She just bombards them, yeah.
She didn't even do any butt sniffing to the
No.
dog, which usually they do.
She just approaches right towards like the front.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she's grabbing. Does she look like, you know what I mean by that pit bull grab?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
they do that to sort of take a dog down. Does it look like that?
Not
But she's not
quite.
making a humping motion.
Right. It's like almost like she's not quite sure
Right.
what she's supposed to do. Yeah.
There was no mouth into the end, and that was hard to determine whether she thinks it's a toy, which it is.
Yeah.
And it's stuffed. Okay. So the next thing I'd like to do is introduce her to my yellow lab, Thor. He's old. He's not going to play, but he won't react to any of her stuff, and that's why I still use him a little bit. He's kind of a lumpy old guy. So are you familiar with John Rogerson's side-by-side walking? It's fine if you're not.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So I think so I usually use a road. What I want to do is I want to do parallel walking, and I'm just going to tell you which side to stay on, and then I'll sort of decide how close I want her to get. And we may walk for a while until she's less interested in him, because she's going to be all about him initially, and that's not when she's going to greet him. And he won't care about her at all. He'll be very happy to see you. Not a dog. And do you have some treats?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
So after she like sniffs him, feed him, he's a little sharky, and he's totally obsessed with food as he's gotten older. But I just like to keep that classical conditioning happening for him, that meet a weird dog, you get fed for it.
You're handsome. You're a handsome boy. Yes, I know. Oh, what?
Wow. Oh, I didn't know you had that in you.
Hi. Oh, what? Oh, what?
Let's go back.
Okay. Hi. We're going this way. Hi. 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 I know. I don't have anything right this second. Thank you. Hi.
So, I know, I'm really mucking up the works that gently do. Go girl.
Hi. Hi. I know.
Yep.
Hi.
let's go back.
Okay.
Back down this way.
Come on, Thor. Come on, Thor. I know. Oh, goodness. I know what.
So when we turn around, what I'm going to do is,
I know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
let's knock it off, is I'm going to have you keep walking.
Okay.
You
Is
can
it
shorten
okay
up his
for me
leash just
to?
a little bit, and I'm going to come up behind you
Okay.
and let
Shorten
her
the leash.
sniff him.
Okay.
So
Oh.
your job is just to keep walking.
Okay. And shorten the leash a little bit.
I don't think he's going to turn around to her, but
Okay.
just keeps the
Come
dog going.
Come on. Hi. Hi.
Well, if you want to sniff his butt, knock it off. Keep going.
Come on. Come on. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Not a lot of skill here either. Okay. So we'll just do some more walking. Good girl. That's what we like to see. Come here, Rita. Rita. I can't even come on. I know. Crazies have to go. Yep, so go ahead. I'm just going to try to. We'll do the sniffing on the way back again. I just want her to walk next to him and keep. Manage big handful and just. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I'm trying to get you up here. No, now she's not interested. All right, so now what we're going to do is, Thor may not be interested, so you may have to lure him to her fanny. I'm going to walk backwards. For lack of a better word, I call this a forced greeting. And my job will be to keep her moving forward like this. And I want you to bring him up to sniff her. He doesn't care, but I want her to have that experience. Are we done rolling? She just, she's interesting. She is, I haven't looked at her teeth, but my gut is 1 or under, just by behavior.
That's what we were thinking
Yep.
based on.
And I don't know what other analogy to give, but she's like the spoiled brat. She's alligator rolling. She's
Right.
doing everything that she can to try to not do whatever
What
it is
you
I'm
want.
asking her to
Yeah.
do.
Yep.
And with dogs like this, when they end up with the general public, is they won't outlast her. And like I said, I just become very zen-like. Okay,
Yeah.
you can do alligator rolls all day if you want. When you stop, I'll reinforce you
Yeah.
for that.
And
Like
that's what
this.
we've been,
Yep.
trying to do with her, yeah.
All right, so get situated here. Good girl, look at you. Hey, that was my finger. All right, so I'm going to start going backwards. I'm going to shorten up on the gentle leader, a lot of things, and just bring him right up.
Okay.
Yep.
Come on. You want to sniff her butt? Come on, sniff her butt.
And you may lure him there, that's fine. It's more
Don't
for
eat her.
experience
Do you-
than for his.
Come on. That's good. I didn't drop
Lower.
anything. I didn't drop anything.
So put the food
Oop.
right on her, under her tail.
Okay.
I want her, I'm
Come here.
really trying to see how she's going to
Right here.
respond. Good girl. And one more. Hang on, let me reload.
I know. Don't eat
Good
my hand.
girl.
Don't eat my hand. Oh, I dropped something. Come here. Right here. Right here.
Good girl.
Good
Takes
boy.
treats much harder when she's closer to the dog. Good. Okay.
Good boy.
Let's switch dogs.
Do you clean it up? So just kind of do the same thing with her?
Yeah, we're just gonna parallel walk.
Hi. Oh, goodness. Yes, I know.
Rita's not a soft-looking dog,
Right.
you know.
Oh, look, come on. Come on. Hi. You want to eat? Can you sit?
Good girl.
Oh, that's a good girl. You're beautiful. My goodness, you're beautiful. Yeah. Wait. You're getting that all tangled. Wait, come here. Hi.
Stop. I know. A lot of frustration.
Yeah.
That's part of what you
What
have
are
to
you
deal
doing?
with.
Come on. Oh, you're kicking me. Come on.
Oh, good. Put that one in your mouth. How's that feel? Like if you treat?
No, that's not a toy. What are you doing? Well, it is, but.
Are we done? You're making us take twice as long. Good girl.
Yes, come on. Come on, Lola. I know.
So part of what she does is she redirects the leash.
Yeah.
Stop. Which is better than my arm. Or some other body part that might be available.
Right. Here, come on. You sit. You're a good girl. Come on. You're getting this all tangled up.
Good girl. Good girl. Well, then you start. Good girl.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Hi. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Come on. Ooh, where are you going?
Good girl.
Good girl. Good girl.
Right, now you're going to shorten up on her leash.
Where you go?
And your job is, you can walk backwards if you want and feed her, but I'm going to let Rita sniff her butt.
Hey, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way. Good girl. Well, now you're
You can do it shorter if you need to.
You're now doing it. Come on. Come on.
Just let her get in there and figure out who she is.
Come on. Good girl. I know. What's going on back there?
It's not very graceful about that either. It's more
No.
like, can I get under your
Where are you
tushy?
going? Wait, come back. I know. Hold on.
And we're going to alligator roll. How's that working for you?
Here, Lola. Good girl.
Good girl.
Oh,
can't
that's
do that.
nice.
Good girl.
That's
Okay.
good girl. Good
Just lay her
girl.
up.
Ready? You wanna go sniff? Wanna go sniff Rita? Well, Rita, you're sitting down.
That's all right. Good. Good.
Good girl. Wait.
Let her do it again if she wants to.
Want to sniff her? No, you want to sniff the ground? There's a ball right here.
I want to sniff her.
Right
She's
here.
a crazy dog.
Look. I'm gonna go back.
Right next door. Yep, let her come up again.
Oh, what are you doing? We're gonna go sniff. Let's go sniff. Come on, right here. Sniff her butt. Oh, Rita.
Come here. Sorry, I'm not doing my part. I want you to do it. Go ahead.
Let's go sniff Rita. Right here. You want to sniff her butt? No, I need to.
All right. Let her sniff her again.
Whoop! Where are we going? Good girl.
Good girl. Look at you. Hang on.
You're gentle about taking treats, huh? You're gentle.
Okay. Ready? One more. All right. So let her have more leash. If you need to drop her leash, I'm going to kind of let them sniff a little bit more. You can drop her leash.
What are you eating?
Okay, good. So stop the food a second. Just stop the food. Yep, and let's just let them.
I know, you know where the treats are.
Good. Keep coming with her. Don't let her get tight. Don't let her get tight.
Don't get tight. Where are you going? No, we're not going to take out the camera stand. Oh. Careful.
You can't get so aroused. Just let her go if you have to.
Hi, not me.
So now she looks a little more like she's doing that grabby thing.
Don't use me as protection.
I know, Lily, you're trying.
Oh. You're okay with her leash going? Oh, not me. Do you want me to grab back onto her leash if I can, or?
Yep. Oh, she's gonna come back and play.
Lola! Oh, not me.
All right, so let's bring him in the play yard. I'm gonna put her back on a long line.
You're silly, huh?
So she can be, we'll have her loose.
Okay.
She's gonna be on the long line with her gentle leader.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get some of
Good
this out of her
girl.
system. So I'm looking, play. Too long. So if another dog challenged this, let's see if she'll get it out of her system. She's not going to sniff. Come on, Rita. So we've got lots of noise. Not a lot of mouth yet. I'm not a fan of all this teeing. Are you familiar with when a dog tees? That looks a lot like the, lie down. Lie down. Looks a lot like what pitties do. What do you think? I don't know. You're tired. Chill. Chill. Nope. Lie down. Okay. Sorry. Lola's throwing out nice play behavior. Thank you. A lot managing here. So she does a little pity behavior, grabbing her head, holding her down. Lola's throwing out a lot of nice play behavior. Every once in a while, do you see it? Her ears do get soft.
Right.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I wasn't like wishful thinking. Whoa, baby. That was risky. Come on, out this way. Got the whole yard. Jump over it, Lola. Is that stupid behavior? Sometimes I don't have labels for. We have 2 or 3 of those sort of hold. Nice break. Lola, this way! Come on, baby! Good girl. Sorry. Good girl. Then she seems to like there's nothing bouncy and inefficient about Rita, right? Like Lola has. Girls. Now she's mouthy. Take a break. Is that a legit break? We're sniffing. Oh, she's eating chicken. Did I drop some? Hi, big girl. Well, you a good girl. You are. Here comes your crazy friend. So that looks better. Any concerns that I'm not, saying or that you're seeing that I'm not?
Calming down and
Yeah.
being able to focus on something other than.
Right. It's just, if she were only aroused by dogs and not everything else, I'd be more worried about her. But everything arouses her.
Everything, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask the question again. Did you tell me what you saw? Because I always like to have somebody else's opinion.
Right. I mean, I saw, at first she definitely, she was doing a lot of that teeing behavior.
Right.
She definitely softened
And a lot of that
towards the
grabbing
end.
on
Yeah,
and
she did a lot of growling.
Yep. Not a lot of mouth,
right.
which I was glad to see. So maybe there's a little inhibition there. Okay.
Yeah, she didn't do that much mouthing. Yeah.
Right. And then it seemed to get a little bit better.
It seemed
Did
like
you
she
feel that
calmed
way?
down. Yeah, she definitely, for her especially, when she's able to focus onto something else. That's really great.
Right.
So I noticed that towards the end, she really softened up. She slowed down a bit, and she definitely, there's times where she would focus on something else instead of.
Right. Good. That's what I was seeing too. Oh, look, she's gonna lay down. Look. A good dog is a tired dog. All right. Well, Anna, thank you very much.
Thank you
Your
very
help
much.
has been most appreciated, and we will
thank
keep
you.
you informed of her progress.
Great,
She will
great.
probably be attached to me for the next week anyway.
Perfect.
Gentle leader, just because I can't imagine what she's going to do in the house.
Right.
I can't imagine.
Yes.
We're going to get her around as many dogs as we can. Like I said, impulse control and downtown for all, just get her, just see what else she's got in her.
Right.
Good. All right.
Thank you.
Let's get her back in the car. Come on, babes.
If you have a doggy dilemma, Denise can help. Visit www.denisemazzola.com for more information. Denise Mazzola is a certified professional dog trainer tested through the Association of Pet Dog Trainers. The association requires recertification every 3 years with a minimum of 30 hours of continuing education. She has been training dogs and working with families for over 20 years.